Hello class, this is Jaden Downs. I'm going to talk to you a little about sustainable aviation fuel and just give you a brief research paper of findings. And so the introduction, just talking about that global warming is rapidly rising and plenty of lawmakers, policymakers, leaders across the world have been looking at trying to solve these problems of global warming and climate change. So aviation is actually 2% of all carbon emissions and is one of the main cause of emissions in rising of global temperatures. And actually 12% of all the air transportation emissions come from aviation, with the other percentage coming from other transportation sectors. So, in my findings, I have found that sustainable aviation fuel is a drop-in process that can be used in current infrastructure and engines, and basically is able to be in tandem and can fully replace Jet A fuels. But some other pathways might take a little bit longer to be able to drop in. It might actually have to make new engines and airplanes. But some of my methodology was conducted through various educational articles and peer-reviewed articles, along with a YouTube video from the Wall Street Journal, and it's how jet fuel is made from trash. And in this video, they talked a little bit about the Fischer-Tropsch reactor and how to process plastics and paper through a gasification process. It's a 3-step process that is widely used across, that is gaining a lot of attention, and has 25 plants across the US as of now, and plenty worldwide. And I found that that's one of the best ways that SAF is created. Although SAF is 4 times more than Jet A fuel, so that's a little bit of a downside. But as of now, if policymakers push for renewable energy, that it potentially could completely replace current fuels like Jet A and Jet A1. And also, I found that with the Fischer-Tropsch reactor and system, that you can also use biodiesel and many other types of biofuels that are healthy for the environment, and actually cut the fuel emissions by 80%. So this is wonderful to see that many companies and other airlines are doing their best to limit their emissions, and they have a net zero carbon emissions by 2050 goal that plenty of airlines and the International Airport Transport Association is upholding. So basically, many of the aviation industry leaders, like United, all the legacy airlines, all the private sectors, everything is trying to switch to sustainable aviation fuel. And there are many ways to make sustainable aviation fuel, but as of now, there are about 7, and Fischer-Tropsch is the most widely used. So in the near future, look to see sustainable aviation fuel change all of fuels coming out of the air transportation sector. Thank you, class.